Alright everybody, this is Tyler with Total Pursuit, and I'm going to do a real quick video on being prepared before you go out in the field. I think it's really important to study where you're going as far as the map is concerned, the topography, how steep the places you're going are going to be. And what kind of sparked this idea for this video was right now we're in the peak fire season in California. So I don't know if you can see at the angle the camera's at right now, but it's super smoky. We have some of the biggest fires in California history right now. So having a plan before you go somewhere and knowing how steep the terrain is and making a plan to be able to get out and understanding your plan and having everybody else on board with the plan will be crucial in case something happens. Most people associate fire with their burn piles and their wood stove, where it's just a pile of something burning flat. But if you think about how quick a flame goes up, if you light a match, that flame grows almost instantaneous. So if you're in a really steep area and that flame has trees on top of trees, that flame can grow just as fast as when you start it, but it's going to grow up a hill extremely fast. You know, if you think about a tree, you lay it flat, how fast do you think you can run from one end to the other? That flame can climb that tree to the next tree and the next tree, and it's going to overtake you. So having a good escape plan and making sure everybody understands that plan is really important. Also having the right first aid. I'm not talking about a first aid kit you get at Walmart, because that's for when your kid trips and falls and scrapes his leg. When you're out here, things can be much more serious. So in a first aid kit, you just want to think about stopping the bleeding, creating pressure, and then closing a wound if it is super tight. If it's something really bad, you know, super glue is good, regular bandages, adhesive bandages, and then that wrap that you can wrap and it tightens up is really good to keep your bandages on, because usually they're going to fall off if you're sweating or if you're bleeding. So that, I think it's called compression wrap. Super important. And super glue. It's what it's made for. It's why they designed it. It's for closing up wounds. That's why it sticks to your skin so good. So needle and thread, super glue, adhesive bandages, big gauze bandages, and compression wrap is super important. And I carry a tourniquet too. Some people might think that's a little extreme, but if you're hunting pigs and they get you in the right spot, you could die. If you fall and fracture your leg and cut your femoral artery or whatever it is, you know, you got 30 seconds, so it's nice to have. That's why I carry it. But just understand where you are. If you look right now, I'm in a canyon overlooking the Bear River. It's super smoky and it is extremely steep. So if I was right here and a fire were to get started in a campground, or someone was shooting and started a fire, those flames could go from 3/4 of a mile down there to where I am in a few minutes. So I would be screwed. So again, just have a plan and be prepared. Thanks.